Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this one. I did actually say yesterday, Wednesdays was going to be my day off. Yes, I need a break. I need a break. I need a break. My wife needs a break. But there's a reason for that. There's a very good reason, a sensible reason why I'm doing this morning show. And I'll be back in the evening as well. But let's get the intros. Let's get this out of the way. European Super League, it ain't done and dusted, man. It ain't done and dusted. These conniving people. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I still smell a rat somewhere. It's not here. It's not here. It's somewhere out there. There's no rat in here per se. But you got to bear with me a little while because I'm just going to be tinkering with some kind of graphics. So whilst I'm reading about the usual news about Arsenal, I'm going to be trying to be tinkering with some bits and pieces. So I hope you like it. If you don't like it, you can tell me in the comments box. Alex, what are you doing? Well, actually, Alex, it looked wonderful. What am I talking about? You have to wait and see. I'll see you on the other side of this music intro. Yes, yes. Welcome back to Canon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. It's Wednesday morning. Wednesdays is supposed to be my day off, but yeah. The reason why, actually, let me just do this before I get into it. Make sure you subscribe. I'm still doing the black and white. We're still in morning, man. Still in morning. Make sure you subscribe. Be part of the community over here. Because if you're not, you're gonna miss out, and I don't want you to miss out. Be part of the community over here, please. Right. The reason why I'm actually here is because that most likely my agency have found me a placement to work in the school from tomorrow, so I want me to do the morning show. So I thought, you know what? Let me kind of preempt this one. Let me give you guys a live show now. It's more important now more than ever. Absolutely. But you still be seeing yeah, Guna Matters with his video coming up a little bit later on today. The guy's he's after my job, man. He's after my job. Listen, it's all good, man. It's all good. Guna Matters. Make sure you go over and subscribe to his channel. Right. Where do I start with this one? So again, I'm gonna tinker. I'm gonna be the tinker man now. I'm a tinker man. So let's see if I can get this. Let's have a look. Ah, there you go. It's worked. It's worked. So I have these two likely lads behind me, if you don't mind, whilst I'm reading this. There's been a statement from these lot. The European Super League have released a statement proposing a new competition. I smell a rat. The rat is somewhere, not here, out there. But anyway, the statement goes like this. Got a bit of a second. I'm reading it from my mobile phone. The European Super League is convinced that the current status quo of European football needs a change. We are proposing a new European competition because the existing system does not work. Our proposal is aimed at allowing the sport to evolve while generating resources and stability for all full football pyramids, including helping. Sorry, guys, I'm going to just read from my mobile phone, including helping to overcome the financial difficulties experienced by the entire football community as a result of the pandemic. I can understand that part there. It would also provide materially enhanced solidarity payments to all football shareholders. Despite the announcement departure of the English clubs forced to take such decisions due to pressure out of them, we are convinced our proposal is fully aligned with European laws and regulations, as demonstrated today by the court decision to protect the Super League from third-party actions. Given the current circumstances, we shall reconsider the most appropriate steps to reshape the project, always having in mind our goals of offering fans the best experience possible while enhancing solidarity payments for the entire community. Now, just going right down to the bottom where they're saying that They want to do the best. Having goals offering the fans the best experience possible. Well, you didn't consult the fans, did you? You didn't ask the fans. You didn't ask me what I thought. I mean, I've been doing like podcasting for almost 3 years. Even the players were unaware of this. Why? Because they were conniving. They went behind everyone's back, thinking they could get away and like kind of grab, the crown jewels without anyone looking and noticing. No. If you really had this in mind, you would have consulted the players at least. You would have consulted the managers. You would have consulted the fans. But you failed to do all those three things there, and you come up with this rubbish here. And so what's happened now is that all 6 clubs, Premier League clubs, well, actually, all the clubs in the UK have now reneged on that at this point. It's not done and dusted. So what do we have to do? I mean, I'm going to try my best to be at the Emirates protesting. I'll be filming. I'll be going live. But we have to grab the situation and make sure it never happens again. This cannot happen again. Really, guys, we've been sleepwalking with our eyes wide shut into this position. And I never had shares in Arsenal. I couldn't afford to buy shares. Maybe I can afford to buy shares now. So if the opportunity came, I would buy some shares. But even those individuals who gave away their shares, and at the end, they were forced to give up their shares. You can't. We are the custodians of the club. The owners will come and go. I mean, we'll be there a lot longer. I'm not going to be here forever, but I will do as much as I can to, fend off a situation like this again. It's not done and dusted, guys. Don't be fooled by that statement there. And I know Arsenal came up with this statement. I tried to get it on the screen there, but I can't get it there for whatever reason. But don't be fooled in thinking that it is over. They've just said there. Now you have been warned. I don't like Chelsea. I don't like Man City or Man United because I support Arsenal. But what the guys did at Chelsea yesterday, I do applaud. Any Chelsea fans watching now, you never know, there could be. I applaud you guys for what you did. Actually, just grabbing hold of the situation rather than waiting for anybody else. Because I got the impression like the other fans were waiting and thinking, who's going to start the revolt? And who started it? It was the Chelsea fans. I understand even Petr Cech was out with the fans. Jurgen Klopp came out. James Milner came out. Gordon Henderson apparently had a meeting with all the club captains. That is real leadership. In the moment of these situations there, that is when true character is revealed. Not when you're getting your money, your salary, you're making bucks, family, your health is all going to fun and dandy. No, your character is revealed in the moment of truth. When someone's about to, disrespect you, or that is when your character is revealed. So again, no one from Arsenal has come out. No one from Arsenal has come out. I've seen, actually, someone did say, was it someone? Des did say, they mentioned other podcasts there. But I would try my best to be at the Emirates on Friday, and I will be going live. So excuse the camera quality, and of course, I'll be using my data on my phone. But look, it's not over by a long shot. Arsenal has to wake up. Arsenal, I'm talking about the fans. We have to wake up. And again, I hold my hand up because on Monday I thought, well, what can we do? The train is going at such a fast speed. It's leave us behind. But fan power, fight the power, whatever power, it still works. It still works. Made by the fans, almost taken by the rich. So we've got to make sure we keep an eye, because I'll be sitting and waiting for the next person who's going to try and do the same thing that Stan Kroenke did, or does, or has done. Because he will come out and there'll be somebody else trying to do the same thing. We are the custodians of Arsenal Football Club. So I've got this guy over here, and I've got Dangote over here. Now the game is on. Now it's on. What's going to happen now? We are the custodians. Make sure we do our best. It's our time. It's our moment to stand up and fend off. So, Friday is a long way off. I mean, today's Wednesday morning. Still got Thursday. So ideally, I would like for there to be like a protest. I might actually go to the Emirates maybe later on today. I don't know. I have to wait and see. But again, those guys, Chelsea fans, I applaud them. Really, really applaud them for what they did there. But there can be no excuse now. There can be no excuse. I know people saying, "Oh, but the next target is UEFA and FIFA." No, our next target is the owner, and he's going to put up a fight. But we must also be ready to fight. I'm not saying physical fights, but demonstrate. Don't renew your season ticket. Don't buy the merchandise. Don't do it, lads. Lads, everyone, don't do it. Because all the while you're feeding the monster. And actually, Santiago, I knew the point he was trying to make last night. Who created the monster? Well, we've been feeding a monster. Before Stan Kroenke came over here, he was a monster. If people are showing you what kind of person they are, you've got to believe them. We've got to believe them. And we've arrived at this point where they've had this meeting and said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this European Super." No, you're not. No matter what shape or form it is, nah. So what is the punishment? Is there going to be really a punishment that the Premier League will dish out to the clubs, the aforementioned clubs? We have to wait and see for that. We'll have to wait and see. But again, it's game on for these two people now. And ideally, I'm going to be careful because it's like, I want this person over here to overtake this person over here. It's a bit strange because I'm pointing to the green screen. Ah, my goodness. The last few days, I mean, from a personal point of view, it's been a little bit strange, a little bit stressful. But in footballing terms, what is going on? What is going on? They try to grab the crown jewels. That's what happens. And then the statement there, let me just, paraphrase and read it from word for word here. Having in mind our goals of offering fans the best experience possible while enhancing solidarity payments for the entire football, for the best experience for fans. You're talking about us. Then you have to speak to us first. Speak and consult with us first. Because without fans, there would never been an Arsenal, there would never been a Tottenham, well, there would never been a Man City. Grassroots. That's where it started from. Not from the top down. Sleep with your eyes open, people. Or at least one eye open. What's going on? Arsenal, what? Super League? What? Wake up. You got to wake up. Wow, my goodness. Right. Okay. The second bit of news was in regards, and I'm going to come with my usual animation, or the optics, in regards to this gentleman here, Alex Iwobi. Now, club favourite Kanu has slammed former coach, because he wasn't the manager, he was the coach of Arsenal, Unai Emery. Surprising decision to sell Alex Iwobi to Everton. Nigerian international Iwobi spent more than a decade at Arsenal's academy and then 4 years in the first team before being offloaded to Everton in the summer of 2019. Arsenal received around £30 million for Iwobi, but the Gunners legend Kanu believes selling the forward was a mistake. In the summer, Iwobi was sold. Former manager Emery broke Arsenal's transfer record by signing Ivorian winger who? Pepe from Lille. Now, Kanu has gone on to say that I was surprised they let Alex Iwobi go when they did. Cano speaking to Labrooks again, and it's a launch of the five-a-side bet on Arsenal versus Everton. Said he was supposed to be part of this team, and I think they'd be a better team with him in it. I'll give you my opinion once I finish reading this. He's Arsenal's blood, and he's always given his all for the team. He's always played at an international level. I believe he'd be much more comfortable with Arsenal in this team than his Everton team. Cano, listen, I respect your opinion, but I completely disagree. He's gone over to Everton 2019. He hasn't kind of lit up Everton, has he? He's not like, burnt the place down, with his performance. He just didn't develop. And he was a frustrating player, Cano. You just don't know. Not a lot of end product. And I think Emery did the right thing by sending him. I mean, £30 million for a product that came through the academy. You can't argue with that. He just didn't kick on. And he would probably be doing the same thing in this current squad. Frustrating as hell. Frustrating. Not a lot of end product. He's gone to Everton, the Evertonians, and he still hasn't lit up the place. He hasn't, Cano. What, you want to debate with me? Come on to Cannon Point TV. Anyone who knows Cano, tell him Uncle Alex says, come on Cannon Point TV and debate. Hasn't lit up the place. Hasn't even done it over there in Everton. So I wish Alex Iwobi all the best. And the parts I've seen him play for Everton, frustrating. Only see little bits and spurts. And no, I think Emery made the right decision to sell him. I mean, guys, you can come into the live chat and say, Alex, actually, you're wrong, Alex. But I'm sure I'm right. I is right. Yeah. Guys, there wasn't anything else apart from that. What was the Arsenal statement? I was going to read the Arsenal statement. Let's have a look here. I know someone sent it to me last night, but I thought I was such in the midst of everything, talking to my brother Raz and also Des McLeod. But I thought, no, I need to concentrate on what these guys are saying rather than trying to read up what they said here. Right, I can't find it here, actually. I can't find it here. No. Anyway, yeah, I'll have to say it maybe for the evening show. Can I find it here? No. No, I can't find it. Ah, it is here, but it's so long. Shall I try? I'll read maybe the first page because it's just screenshots. So it says that the last few days, this is on the Arsenal website, by the way, but you can go over and check it out. But it says, on the last few days has shown us yet again the depth of feeling our supporters around the world have for this great club and the game we love. We needed no reminding of this, but the response from supporters in recent days has given us time for further reflection and deep thought. It was never our intention to cause such distress. However, when the invitation to join the Super League came, while knowing there was no guarantees, we did not want to be left behind to ensure we protected Arsenal and its future. As a result of listening to you and the wider football community, sorry guys, over recent days, we are withdrawing from the proposed Super League. We made a mistake and we apologize for it. You didn't make a mistake. You didn't make a mistake, and you didn't consult us. So if it burnt you so much that the distress it caused, you should have consulted us first. This is all rubbish, and as much as it pains me, I would want the Premier League to come down, the Premier League and the FA to come down on all the clubs who wanted to be part of the Super League, to come down on top of them like a ton of hot bricks. There has to be some kind of recourse, yeah, some kind of sanction. Yeah, there's always a price to be paid. We apologize for it. No, you don't. You don't. Right, so I'll read this the screenshot. I need to go into the live chat and see who has joined me in this one. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Okay, George Ahmed says hi, Gunners. In high time is high time. Kroenke should exit this club. We've been loyal for a long time, you mean? But we need to be more proactive. More proactive, George. We've just been walking into situations and just yeah, they've got merchandise. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we'll buy the merchandise. Do not buy the merchandise. You're probably thinking, but what about this? This is symbolic of when I supported Arsenal in the 1970s. All the other merchandise, the sunglasses and the other shirts you see me, wear over the last 2-3 years, has been brought by my wife as a sign of affection and the love that she has for me, because she knows I love Arsenal. And I've told her on one or two occasions, do not buy any more merchandise. I'm not interested. But by the goodness of her own heart, she has continued. But for me, I drew the line here. I bought this maybe 4 years ago. 4 years ago. And for me, I won't be spending another penny on Arsenal. No, I've worked too hard for my pennies just to give them away. So stop buying the merchandise. This stuff about the third and fourth and fifth kit, stop buying it. Why doesn't the system work? Finish near the top of the table, get European football. Pretty straightforward, really. But it should be, but you didn't put the word in there. Money. It's all about the money. That's what it is. Morning, mate. A massive time in our history. It can be a watershed moment if we act upon it. If we act upon it. But if we just sit back and just watch this theatre of disaster just being rolled out in our eyes and we don't do anything, but yet we complain, we can't have no qualms if we don't do anything about it. And that's what I'm saying to those guys, Chelsea fans and supporters going out to Stamford Bridge and doing what they did there. I do applaud them, but I still don't like them. I still don't like them. Ray from Arsenal Fan Circle says momentum is now with the fans. It's time to make the custodianship of our great club untenable for Stan. The fans must reclaim our class and tradition. So fearful of that Arsenal will be a club just consigned to the history books. Now is the time. Now is our moment. No, we've always had the moment, but we need to wake up. We are a sleeping giant, but we don't realize that we are a giant. Stop buying the merchandise. Stop it, guys. Richard Bright says that the suffering is too long now. It is. It is. I will do my utmost best to be at the Emirates on Friday, and I'll be filming live. I'm gonna make my apologies for the lack of quality because I'll be going live. I've got the phone is okay, but the network is like it'll be creaking. So I'll be going live. I might not be able to respond to anyone coming to the live chat, but it's all about the optics just to see that I'm actually at the Emirates and see who else is there. I might actually interview one or two people and get their opinion on this theatre of disaster actually rolled out in our very eyes. Think Shaq, morning, Kroenke out. I've been saying it for years. How many years? How many years have you been saying that? Sam Kroenke out, Kurd says. Good morning, Kurd. Hope you're all right. This could finally be a turning point for Arsenal, but if we grasp the opportunity, we've got to grasp it. If we get a new ownership, we might be able to see the old Arsenal again, something I haven't seen in my lifetime. And I feel so very sorry for that. I'm very, very sorry because in my lifetime, the first cup I saw Arsenal win was in 1979, although I saw them in 3 consecutive FA Cup finals. I've seen them win the Premier League, been in the Champions League final, invincibles, doubles. I've seen that. But for the younger fan base, I'm thinking, we're not going to win the Premier League anytime soon. I get that. But I still want to see my club in existence. I don't want to see it go out in existence. Arsenal FC, not PLC, as I'm probably had on his shirt there. Hit the Ian, good morning. Says hit the Kroenkes in their pockets. They have food retail outlets, example Walmart's, as the boycott those as well. Perhaps we've got to start somewhere. We have to start somewhere. Alex, who are we? As in those who represent the club to vet the next owner. And that's the problem, isn't it? But I look at this guy who stepped down from the board at Manchester United. Heads must roll now at Arsenal. Heads must roll. And I'm hoping, I know David O'Leary has an ambassador role at Arsenal. Maybe he can like crank things up. But I've not seen anyone at that boardroom level come out. Nobody has come. I'm not expecting Stan Kroenke to come out, but you're right. Who's going to vet the next owner? Who's going to vet them? Who's going to, interview them? Is it going to be the same lot? We need to get these lot out. Fans should not lose the momentum and fiercely, non-violent, of course. That's why I said no. We not fight, but not literally physically fighting. I mean, who can we fight? We're going to fight against the stadium. But you know what I mean anyway. I try to remove Stan, even if it takes years. Remember when I asked your opinion on if Dangote, Will Hooper would buy the season, and you had your doubts. I may be inadvertently spoken into existence. Kroenke, your time's up. Time to go. It might expedite the whole process with Dangote coming in. We can only hope. We have to deal with the situation right here, right now. Unless Dangote is actually on the phone to Kroenke and actually, you know what? Yeah, you really messed up there. Just take my money and leave the club. That process takes a little while longer. But what we can do is protest. Do not buy the merchandise. I've never owned a season ticket. So the news I heard yesterday is that a lot of the Chelsea supporters were saying, we're not going to renew our season tickets unless you change your decision. And they got that done. What can we do? We can copy what they've done there. We can. But regardless of who you support, football fans from different clubs came together and saved our sport. It's not over. We need to have 50 plus one rules in the Premier League, 51 plus, like the Bundesliga. Yeah, yes. The ownership of the club has to still remain in the hands, not owned by one, sole person. Sorry, I've been distracted. Until Stan Kroenke in Arsenal, never Arsenal become better because Stan Kroenke doesn't care about our club. Of course he doesn't. I mean, he cares whether it's making money. That's what his main object has always been. I mean, if Arsenal were like, I don't know, just stuck in some small corner of the UK, not making any money, maybe less than 1,000 fans, do you think he would have invested? Probably he wouldn't. He would not have. So when he saw the project, when he was invited to the Emirates, when they were building the stadium, he had the vision. What was the vision? Dollar signs. That's all he saw. Hey, what's happening here, man? What's happening? I hope you're well. I know I've seen you tweeting a lot of stuff in Twitter. It's been a long while since you've been in a live chat on Canal Point. Welcome back, my friend. We all want him out, but how do you get an owner out who doesn't want to sell? By going through, or you're approaching the next person. You provoke a reaction from him. And next person is, he loves the club. He loves the club. This guy here. So we can, approach him by social media. We can shout to the rafters, listen, Dangote, save us from this person here, save us, please. But I think the optics will not look good, Ian. What do I mean by that? When the stadiums eventually opens up to the fans, don't go to the stadium. Do not renew your season tickets. We've got to start somewhere. That's only my opinion. I mean, I've never held a season ticket. I'd like to in the future. But hit them in the pockets. Hit them in the pockets. Bad news spreads a lot quicker before the truth can get its shoes on. Bad news spreads like wildfire. Bad news, empty stadiums, season tickets down, people not buying the merchandise. That news will spread around the world like nobody's business. That's what we can do. Dante, for a moment, I thought it said Dangote. I was thinking, Dangote's in the Dante Classics. Alex, I'm so happy. No Super League. We have to. It's not the end. It is not the end. Let's not let up now. Keep the momentum going. No Super League. No Super League. We're about to show Kroenke. We are all over. We are all over. Yeah. Need to get him out. Need to get him out. Alex, are you going to protest on Friday? I'm going to be with everybody else there. Hopefully, it will be a peaceful protest. I imagine there's going to be some elements, negative elements, wanting to make send out a different signal there. But I will be there at the Emirates. I won't be able to be there too long because I need to get back home and do the Easy Talk live. But I'll be coming live from the Emirates. I won't be able to comment on the live chat because I'll be having my phone saying, "Hey guys, look, can you see? This is my tripod. Can you see it?" But I won't be able to respond to any comments in the live chat. But I will be there by hook or by crook. Are you going to be there? If you're going to be there, we can meet up, man. Serious. This is a serious point now. If you're going to be there, we can arrange a place to meet. Usually, actually not usually, back in the day, when I used to do the interviews. Yes, I used to do the interviews, interviewing like supporters actually, before the match kicked off. We used to have like the meeting point outside the Tony Adams statue. So if you are gonna go on Arsenal, because I know you live in London, we can arrange to meet up outside the statue, Tony Adams. But I'm just proposing. You don't have to if you don't want to. Yeah, but I will be there. Alex, I was about to go to Bundesliga. Just imagine, Kroenke really messed up big time. But we're going to make sure we shut the door and kick him on the way out. No, but from the statement there, it's there now. The Super League, I think, to remodify the approach there of the competition. Nah, let's put a stop to that. Put a stop to that. Come on, get fired up. There we go. Morning, Jack Williams. Hope you're well, my friend. Kroenke is gone. After this whole, we need to make sure that he's gone. I know you said you would like him to be gone. After this whole ESL fiasco and the fact that he clearly was involved in it for the money and never cared about the fans or the club, Dangote may be a billionaire, but he's a fan too. Keep the momentum going, guys. Keep the momentum going. That's the major difference between the two. It is. It's a big difference. So I was just looking at some recent club financing for the clubs in the Premier League. Arsenal are the only club to not have 1 pence on their investments. Tottenham have invested more than us. Imagine that. Them not down the road, showing us the way to go. Showing us no, it should be the other way around. How far have we fallen? But Alex, how do we know Dangote wants to buy Arsenal anymore? Well, we don't know. The last bit of information I read that he said in an interview, I think it was in America, the guy was talking about the word soccer. He said, actually, we don't use the word soccer. It's football, isn't it? And then Dangote say yes, and I do plan to buy Arsenal, but I've got my own projects to be concentrating on. But he might say, actually, there is an opportunity for me. There is an opportunity. You know, now the negativity surrounding the crescendo to get Kroenke out, there's an opportunity for me. Maybe he would want to buy now. I can only hope that that's what's going to happen. I can only hope. Arsenal is a sleeping giant, and that's now ready because of the fans. So we've got to wake up, wake up, wake up. Snipe Dot Junior says, if we put pressure on this clown, he will sell. It takes time. It won't happen overnight. I understand that. But we've got ourselves in this situation by being fast asleep. Like I said, he wants to buy in December. He wants to buy Arsenal in December. Can't come soon enough. I'm definitely going to be there. All right. So what I'll do, if you send me an email, Don Arsenal, send me an email and I will give you my mobile number and we can arrange a time to be at the Tony Adams statue on Friday. If you're going to be there, I'll definitely, but I'm going to be there anyway. I'll be there anyway. I can't protest on Friday because I have college stuff to do, but I want the fans to do as much as we can. But again, like you said, Fake Shack, no violence. Please, guys. Don't let it turn out to be something where it's going to be distract from the main idea. No violence, guys, please. But yeah, I understand that, Fake Shack. You know, there's some things that you have to do. Slime Dot, see you there, mate. Okay, cool. Yeah, but like I say, you know, in the back in the day, if I'm going to meet with somebody, or I will start to do my interviews, you know, outside the Tony Adams statue. So if you also want to meet there as well, Slime, yeah. But you can also send me an email, and I will also give you my mobile number so we can actually arrange a time to be there. Good morning, Ashton. Just maybe checking the time. That's almost 3 minutes. Oh, my watch is slow. Football was lost when it moved from ITV to Sky. The club saw the money the IPL was generating and wanted some of that. Sleepwalking, sleepwalking. I've been waiting for this moment since this man has been in charge, and I can see he is a devil. Kroenke won't leave easily. Look at Mike Ashley. As we shouldn't just protest on Friday. Let it go. Let it go. It should be something to do more often. You till Kroenke's gone. Yeah, whatever it takes, but within reason. Again, I'm not saying violence. I don't want to see any violence there, man. Come Friday, I don't want to see that. Zach's Kroenke Cup is over full. How on earth did this greedy American end up as a steward of our beloved club, Arsenal FC? We're going to be talking about that actually in more in depth on Friday on the Easy Talk, because yeah, it's like the decay slowly taking away or sucking the life out of Arsenal, and we've arrived at this point. Where did it start? Where did it start? We're going to be talking about that on Friday on the Easy Talk. It'll be at 7 p.m. kickoff time because we're playing against Everton. 8 p.m. So we're trying cramming everything in an hour. But we've been talking about how do we end up at this point? How? Kroenke is doing business with Arsenal, but I tell you, as a Nigerian, he would be better than Dangote. Really? I don't think if you Scholastica, really, you think he's going to be better? From what point of view? What point of view is he doing better? I mean, you have to come back to me on that one. Come back to me. So let me ask you a quick question. So did you want Arsenal to be part of this European Super League? Hand on heart, did you want Arsenal to be part of this Super League. The ESL will not be happening at all. The Juventus owner opening started that. The likes of Atletico and Inter have now pulled out. When was the last time things became this manic, this quickly? Let me read the statement again, Jack. Maybe you're unaware of this statement which came out. This is a statement released by the European Super League. Actually, let me kind of make it bigger so I can read it. This is their announcement, okay? The European Super League is convinced that the current status quo of European football needs to change. We are proposing a new European competition because the existing system does not work. Our proposal is aimed at allowing the sport to evolve while generating resources and stability for the full football pyramid, including helping to overcome the financial difficulties experienced by the entire football community as a result of the pandemic. It would also provide materially enhanced solidarity payments to all football stakeholders. That's rubbish. Despite the announcement departure of the English clubs, forced to take such decisions due to the pressure on them. Okay, so small. We are convinced our proposal is fully aligned with European laws and regulations, as was demonstrated today by the court decisions, to protect the Super League from third-party actions. Given the current circumstances, we shall reconsider the most appropriate steps to reshape the project, always having in mind our goals of offering fans the best experience possible while enhancing solidarity payments for the entire football community. So it's not over. Jack, it's not over. It's not over by a long shot. Let me try and get to my point. Kroenke out was trending on Twitter, Alex, and I agree. We all need to come in peace. No violence, please, guys. Please, don't do it. Don't let the main focal point be distracted by, I guess, maybe a minority who will go there with the intent of doing that thing there. Please, protest in peace, not with violence. It won't work. It won't work. Mate, blame David Dean. He sold his shares to Kroenke. Not only him, Lady Bracewell and all the other, smaller shareholders. They sold up, didn't they? They sold up. When was the Super League going to begin? Next, was it next? I think next year, August. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's going to start next year. Arsenal fans understand what needs this guy. Only needs benefit, so need to push out this guy. Enough said. Thanks, Shaq. Better than Dangote. Laughter. Kroenke has never invested in Arsenal. The difference between Dangote and Kroenke is that Dangote is an Arsenal fan before his wealth as well. So I'm still waiting for Scholastica to come back with my question. He hasn't come back. You got to qualify that statement there, Scholastica. Kroenke is better than Dangote based on what? Based on what? Dangote is a fan of Arsenal, and I can assure that a fan is always a fan, and a fan only wants and dreams success for its club. Here. Well said. Well said. And Dangote has been to an Arsenal game in London. Alex, Stan Kroenke killing out Arsenal club. I don't want any more killings at Arsenal. Next protest should go to Sky BT for charging 15 to watch games in lockdown. Listen, Don Arsenal, I don't pay that much. I don't pay anything. Do you know what I pay? I pay the price of my broadband, because there's kind of ways around paying that to watch games. No, I don't want Arsenal to be part of it. Dangote always has problems with his workers because of promises and fails. I understand that, but you're comparing. You're actually saying that Kroenke is a better businessman than Dangote. Kroenke out of it's time to take Mr. Dangote. No excuse for Kroenke. No respect fans. He doesn't respect fans. He doesn't. Listen, listen. Kroenke doesn't even know who the players are. He doesn't know who the players. You imagine if Edu goes, hey, Stan, actually we're having some problems with Pepe, and they're actually Edu, Pepe. What is Pepe? He don't know who the players are, and that's what happens. There's a big disconnect, a massive disconnect between the players, the fans, and the owner. And that's why I said on last night on the show, I want an owner to turn up to at least 70% of the home games. I want the owner speaking to the players. I want the owner come and speaking to the fans. The disconnect between the owner and what Arsenal stands for is so huge. It's a good start. Dangote, Arsenal fan, I can run with that. Don't Arsenal. Facts, man. Facts. Bra, ba, ba. Alrika Harris, welcome back. The COVID-19 is the main source of everything. Listen. These guys were planning this before COVID. They were planning this before COVID. Remember the American owners? That kind of template of how the sports in United States is that there has to be a winner. Football doesn't work like that. Win, lose, or draw. That is the blue. That is how football is. It doesn't always have to be a winner. That is how football is. And if you're saying to me like, okay, we're going to take the elite clubs from all the leagues, right there, they guarantee that they're not going to be relegated. But one thing you can guarantee is that they get billions and billions of dollars. That is not how football should be. And that is why the FA Cup is the most famous cup competition. The smaller clubs will have the capacity to beat the bigger club on any given day. The Premier League, the lower clubs towards the end, maybe relegated, can always have the opportunity to beat the bigger clubs. But if you're saying to me only the bigger clubs are going to be playing in an elite competition, where's the excitement in that? After a period of time, you're going to get bored. It doesn't matter whether the competition is generating money. Money is money. But if you don't know how to use it, it doesn't mean anything. The heart and soul of football, win, lose, and draw. and and that players who've come through the grassroots level can also play for a top team. Jamie Vardy, he came from Fleetwood, lower league club. Lower league club. Where is he now? Leicester City. He's a Premier League winner. He's in the final of a cup competition now. Leicester City didn't form part of the Europa League. Sorry, this European Super League. That is a prime example there. And so if you're going to always keep the best players, Jamie Vardy would have no chance now of being or playing in the European Super League. That story there is priceless. You can't put a price on that. Without fans and anything good, please push this guy out. All right, Watson, you've made your point. I understand. You want Kroenke out. You got to laugh, man. You have to laugh. Simon Jordan has just said on TalkSport he believes the idea of the ESL was being pushed by Kroenke. The most, disgusting. It doesn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. Tasca, Kroenke is a smuck who has no respect. Come on, let's try and keep this respectable, okay? of integrity for the game and sold us out to Florentino. How do you not see that he needs to go? Dangote is an Arsenal fan. So, guys, what I'm going to quickly do, I'm going to take a quick pause because I've got a bit of a cough and I've got my juice right over there. I'm going to take a quick pause again for the cause. I'll be back after on the end of this promo video when we're talking about our online digital services. Yeah, or actually, should I pay the membership scheme? I'll play the membership scheme video where we're talking about how you too can become a member if you would only just press the join button, which should be next to, above or below, or around the corner from the subscribe button. I'll see you on the other side of this promo video talking about our membership scheme.
Hi, and welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Well, this is a special video introducing our new membership scheme. Membership scheme, I hear you say? Yes, YouTube have allowed all content creators to have a membership scheme, and it's open to all our subscribers. Let me just get one thing straight right about now. All the content that you've been seeing for the last 2.5 years will remain to be free. So that's the Voice of Reason, that is the live shows, the broadcasts, the easy talks, all those content there is going to remain to be free. Okay, so I've got it off my chest. With the membership scheme, you will get certain perks. With those perks, you'll get to see behind the scenes footage that probably nobody's seen before. Maybe, I'm not sure if you want to see. You also get early release of certain videos. And of course, with the player profile videos where you ask us to do a video on a specific player, we'll give you a shout out, we'll mention you, and that'll be literally earmarked as if it was a present from us to you. With those formats there and the perks, they will come with a small price to be paid for the month. So with the lower level, which is going to be a bronze cannon, you'll get the shout out in the live chats, and also with the chat, if you are a member, it will go right to the top of the page that we must and we will mention you. And you also get like a free emoji and GIF with that as well. With the silver cannon, again, you'll get all behind the scenes footage, all the bloopers, all the things that we've tried to keep away from you. But yeah, there'll be a small price to be paid for that. That's roughly standing at £4.99. It will vary from country to country. So wherever you're on the way, there'll be a slight difference in that. And like I said, we're trying to maintain the future of Cannon 4 TV across the whole platform. So by all means, you know, we would love you to be a part of the membership scheme there. There are going to be perks, including discounts for all the merchandise currently running on Cannon 4 TV. So that is the reason why we're doing the membership scheme. Again, you don't have to join it. All the content I'm going to repeat will remain to be free. But part of the membership scheme, you'll have all those perks there. Again, there's going to be a free Q&A live session with me and maybe my brother every Thursday. You also get early footage of early releases. And of course, you'll get the discount as well as all the bloopers and the behind the scene footage right here on this lovely channel, which is called Cannon 4 TV. So we would love you to be part of the membership scheme. Please, the video is up and running now, and it's free to all the subscribers, all the viewers that's ever viewed Cannon 4 TV. So for myself, Alex, and of course for my brother and Monty and everyone from Cannon 4 TV, welcome, please, to the membership scheme on Cannon 4 TV.
There you go. That is the membership scheme. If you wanted to join, support your friendly local podcaster, what do you get? If you're reminded, the ticket tape is there. It tells you actually all the things you get prior to your live chats on a Thursday night. If you wanted to comment, the live chat would only be accessible by paid up members because you pay for that privilege. Discounts on merchandise and all other bits and pieces there. So if you wanted to, you can join, but there's a small price to be paid. Okay, let's go back into the live chat just for the last time before I wrap up this one. Let's have a look. Guys, got to say a big thank you. I saw the numbers like just going over 60 any one time on this one. And guys, tell me as well, how are you feeling about having the graphics behind me? So maybe I change the graphics when wherever the topic is. But we've got these two guys behind me fighting over. Let me just kind of shift to the other one. All right, let's have a look here. And I believe him. This man is the king of franchises. Let's be honest. Does Kroenke even worried about Arsenal project? No. Well, you know what's going to worry him when he sees like the amount of money or the less income being generated at Arsenal. He actually say, Josh, what's going on here, man? I said, like the percentage this time last year, the comparison, the projected income has kind of gone down. What's going on? You need to go over there, go over to the UK, go to the Emirates and find out what's going on. And just turns out, and says, actually, Dad, there's a protest here. Dad, we've got to do something. We've got to sell Arsenal. Bad news spreads like wildfire. Nobody likes to receive bad news, but word of mouth, bad news, got to start somewhere. Have to start somewhere. Kroenke has milked our club dry. He's richer than Chelsea's owner, but the difference is that Chelsea owner is a sport and a footballing fan. And he's almost always at the home games, isn't he, Abramovich? He's almost always there. Still got the cop. As an overseas fan, I like the idea of match playing overseas, but did not like the idea of the Super League. Amrit, and that's where my heart sinks, because I put up the question about, the local. What is the local fan? What is the local fan, local supporters? Are we talking about the fans in North London or in the UK? What is a local fan? We've got fans all over the world. And so that's where my heart sinks, because a lot of you, maybe in your lifetime, will not have the opportunity to see Arsenal play live. So that's where my heart sinks. But yeah, I understand your sentiments there. I understand that. Oops. Shake, I think Shaq says he's going to be worried when the board are worried about the finances lost. And that's what I've just said. That's what I've just said there. And do something about it. He will be worried. I'm sure of it. Yeah, there you go. It's just sad to think these billionaires didn't think about fans losing their jobs due to COVID, but worried about them losing money. Even if Dangote doesn't buy it, Kroenke should tell us fans how much he wants, and he will pay him off to leave our club. I'm sorry, Kroenke has drained me with the way he treats our club. Kroenke only cares about his son's wife and family, and that is it. It's, I know my brother always talks about, his wife. She's the heiress to the Walmart dynasty. They are billionaires over and over. When is enough enough? When is enough enough? Just leave our club alone. Go and retire. Leave us alone. Alex, you don't think football is a business? Of course it's a business. Do you know when it really, really hit me? Again, I've been supporting Arsenal for the longest time. I don't want to harp on about that. And I remember, what was my first World Cup final I saw? Maybe in 1974 World Cup. It didn't hit me then, because I was quite young then. Do you know when it really hit me? I was working in Central America, 2007. I was working, living out there, and the school that I worked for, they had a TV in the reception. So you come in, you see the receptionist, and you go to the right, and there's some seats there. That is the seating for the reception for the students to come in. And in that area there, they had a TV, and on the TV, it was a Newcastle, maybe a Man United game, and that's when it hit me. Strangely enough, that football is big business. It didn't hit me before, but it hit me because I was living in a country where, English wasn't the first language, of course, Spanish in Costa Rica. And that's when it hit me, the realization that football, the Premier League, is big. I know football is business. I know that. But you don't sell your soul. The moment the club does not need the fan base, that is the beginning of the end of that club there. Because the grassroots, the local community, the fans. The moment the club does no longer needs that there, that's when the club begins to die. But I understand it's business. I understand that. But as custodians, the board members are not custodians. The owner's not the custodian. We are the custodians. We need to have at least 50% share of Arsenal. Because what happens, you end up being owned by a dictator. It's a dictatorship that we are being dictated to by the owner. 50% of the club has to remain in the hands of the fans. Whether it's 50 pence a share, £1, 5 pence, a penny, that has to remain in the hands of, we are the custodians. Because the board members will come and go, the owner will come and go, but we stay there a lot longer in the hands of the fans. Hands of the fans. But yeah, I understand that, football is business. Colin. Morning, Colin. Colin, you've got to tell me, how has this news been received in the States? Because I know you live in the States. Sorry, guys. Abdullah! Yes, Kroenke out. Everyone's coming with Kroenke out now. Kroenke out. Never forget, says Motor Beer. There's one that's thought you were off having a day off. Well, I'm going to be working tomorrow. More, I think it's going to be like 80 or 90% sure. I haven't worked for the last few days because I'm still waiting for my placement. I think my placement in another school is going to be coming up live tomorrow. And if I'm working tomorrow, I can't do a live show in the morning. I'll probably do an evening show, but I can't do a live show. And I love doing the morning shows there. So I got a call. I got a couple of calls this morning saying, "Oh, right, actually, these placements are going to be up and ready, and they're going to be expecting you tomorrow." I'm thinking, right, okay. So I thought, let me grasp the opportunity. What is it? Latin. I forgot my Latin. I'm not very, very Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Seize the day. I can't. What's that in Latin? But anyway, I thought, let me seize the moment and seize the day. But Glenwyn will come in live. Well, not live, but it was pre-recorded video later on. Yeah, let me get in before him. But that's the reason why. That's the reason why, because I'm more or less a shoo-in for tomorrow to be starting a new placement in a new school come tomorrow. So I thought, well, how can I do a live show tomorrow? I can't do it tomorrow. So let me do it today. It's a business based on performance. Kroenke must go, says Fungi. Cash says Dangote in. Fungi says he isn't at all helping Arsenal, but rather destroying Arsenal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Guys, again, it's just been wonderful. Just the live chat again, just lit up. The number of viewers are at the levels it used to be last year. Yeah, last year, hundreds, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, hundreds, almost 200s. And on one particular evening, I remember we tipped 634 live viewers at any one time. And my heart, so Alex, don't panic, Alex. Don't panic. Just keep going on, keep going on. 634 stroke 35 watching me last year. So, oh, yeah. Anyway, let's go through these last few ones before we wrap up this one. Yeah. Carpe diem. Yeah. Seize the day. That's fine. What's the news, please? Carpe diem. Seize the day. Yeah, my goodness. I'm driving, but it's a joke for all the American sport fans. Team saying the rest of the world hates Kroenke. Oh God, dear me. My goodness. So what I'll do, just for you, Colin. Yeah, I'll kind of review the bits and pieces I spoke about here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is thy news? Okay, here it is. Here it is. So I think what I'll do, let me put up. Where is he? Where is he? Where are they? I'll put up the man in waiting. I'll put his face because we want this owner to come in now. Where is he? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there he is. Right, Dangote. There he comes. Right. So the news of this morning was there's a statement or an announcement for the European Super League have released this statement proposing a new competition. Yeah. The European Super League is convinced that the current status quo of European football needs to change. We are proposing a new European competition because the existing system does not work. Our proposal is aimed at allowing the sport to evolve while generating resources and stability for the full football pyramid, including helping to overcome the financial difficulties experienced by the entire football community as a result of the pandemic. It would also provide materially enhanced solidarity payments to all football stakeholders. Despite the announced departure of the English clubs forced to take such decisions due to the pressure out on them, we are convinced our proposal is fully aligned with European laws and relegations, as was demonstrated today by a court decision to protect the Super League from third-party actions. Given the current circumstances, we shall reconsider the most appropriate steps to reshape the project, always having in mind, this part makes me laugh, always having in mind our goals of offering fans the best experience possible while enhancing solidarity payments for the entire football community. So that was the statement coming from them lot. And what made me laugh, really? Offering fans the best experience possible? Well, what experience? You didn't ask us, did you? You did not ask us. So how can you assume that this was in the best situation for us? You didn't ask us. You didn't consult us. And you didn't even consult the players. The other news I wanted to talk about, what I spoke about, was in regards to Alex Iwobi. Yes, Kanu has slammed former coach Unai Emery for selling him to Everton. Now, Kanu went on to say, I was surprised they let Alex Iwobi go when they did, speaking to Ladbrokes at its launch of the five-a-side bet on Arsenal versus Everton. He was supposed to be part of this team, and I think there'd be a better team with him in it. His Arsenal blood, and he's always given his all for them. He played at international level. I believe he'd be much more comfortable in this Arsenal team than the team at Everton. And I thought, well, Kanu, I actually disagree with you. Unai Emery did it based on his performance, and it will be such a frustrating player. End product, not too much of it. He's gone over to Everton. He also hasn't set the place alight because his lack of end product. And I think we cashed in on him at the right place at the right time. 30 million squid, a product coming from the academy. I thought it was the right time to sell him. So Kanu, I completely disagree. I respect your opinion. I disagree with it. So those were two segments of news, Colin. Just there for you. I repeated it just for you. Go for the last time now in the live chat because I want to end this one and go and get my din-dins. I'm feeling a little bit hungry. A little bit hungry. All right. Gladin says, big up. And big up to you as well. The Premier have a readdressed ownership of all Premier League clubs. Fans must get involved in owning clubs in the Premier League. Oops. Kroenke out, please. Arsenal fans, stand up. Stand up. I will be at the Emirates on Friday. And I just hope, and I'm begging everyone watching now, please do not go there with the intent of violence, please, because that will distract from the main idea, protesting about getting Stan Kroenke out. Can't get anything if you're going to go there and like be ripping up the place, violence, fighting, all that stuff. We can do without that element there, please. Okay, but I myself, I will be at the Emirates. I'll be going live. Yeah, using my tripods I'm using now. I'm putting my camera on there. I will not be able to respond to your comments in the live chat. So I'm telling you now. So if anyone's saying, Alex, do you not see my comment? I will not be able to respond because I'll be like showing. I might do one or two interviews. Don Arsenal has said that he will meet me outside the Tony Adams statue. So send me an email. I will give you my mobile number, and we can arrange the time to meet up. But again, I'll be filming. I will not be able to respond to the comments in the live chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. All right, let's go for the last two, please. Time to go, Kroenke. Yes, it is. It is. John Ward, Stanford will relegate. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? China Lee Wan, Kroenke, sell our club now and keep your soccer watered down version in America. We are the Arsenal of England. We call our game football, not soccer. Not soccer. All right, Dangote will relegate us. I don't want him. Based on what? Why'd you say that? He hasn't even come here yet. He hasn't come. He hasn't come to buy Arsenal yet. Is who we should keep? Yeah. Dearie me. Congo says at least Dangote is an Arsenal fan. Yeah, at least he's an Arsenal fan. Fiduciary responsibility, says Colin Young. Guys, I think I've done and dusted. I'm finished on this one. Very interesting. I hope you guys did it, like the little change in the background. I did try and look at the app to see if I can change it whilst I'm talking, because I thought it's quite topical anyway. But I hope you did like having these two people behind me, and of course I want this lad over here to buy Arsenal, looking down and making sure I'm not putting my finger up his nose. I will be back later on this evening. Like I said, I was thinking last night, Wednesdays is going to be my day off. Yeah. Galaxy, Glenwood has had some problems with the video because he's going to be coming up later on today with his version of the events. Oh my goodness. But I'll be back later on this evening again to give you some more live news on this particular one. Who knows? I might change the background. Who knows? Let's wait and see. But let me know. Let me know what you think about the change in the background. Again, I might change it as I'm talking, giving live news. You might see the background changing from time to time, not so static, having the old Highbury Stadium at the back. What else? Oh yes. Again, I'll be at the Emirates going live. Again, I will not be able to comment in a live chat because I'll be like walking around, talking, commentating, maybe interviewing, speaking to a few people. And yeah, I had to see how that plays out, but I will not be able to comment in a live chat. The other thing I want to say is with the Easy Talk on Friday, because I can't stay too long at the Emirates, I need to get home and being back in time to do the Easy Talk. The Easy Talk will be a 7 p.m. kickoff time because we're going to be playing against Everton. It's at 8 p.m. kickoff time. Yeah, so look out for that. If you are new here and you've been wondering what's going on here, well, make sure you subscribe. Do that first and foremost. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Be part of this, not podcast, this community here. It's a community. That's what it is. Sorry, guys. Let's have another comment here. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah. If you've been wondering, this is a community, so make sure you subscribe. Be part of the community. I do not want you to miss out. Okay, please don't miss out. Because when I do the next video, you won't get the notification because you didn't subscribe. Yeah, make sure you subscribe and put all the notifications on. But apart from that, if you and everybody else have been wondering who or what you've been listening to, looking down here, you've been listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.